Thank you so much for having me. I'm thrilled to be here. My name is Creasey. I am single, fellas. I can fulfill all your Russell Crowe fantasies. I'll throw a phone at your face. I am very recently single. I was recently dumped. I was dating this guy. He was American. We're dating for a few years. And for the purposes of this story, I'm going to call him Jeffrey, like his parents did. And we were very in love, and I thought we were going to get married because I need a green card. And he dumped me. And so we broke up, and I went back to Australia, very heartbroken, and I went back to Perth in Australia, where I live, and I went to visit my mum, and I was on the couch being very depressed, and my mum said to me, come on, you've got to get out there. I don't know why my mum's a gayer version of me, by the way, I don't know. Even a limper wrist than I. My mum goes, come on, you've got to get out of the house. I'm taking you to a Zumba class with me. It's a great workout, which I'm sure we all know Zumba. It's that weird, fucked up sort of Brazilian dance craze that's sweeping the nation. And my mum loves it. She loves it. She goes 5 times a week, and she goes because she's obsessed with the Zumba instructor, Jake. And I'm like, well, Mum, Jake is clearly gay. He's a Zumba instructor. And she gets so worked up. She's like, oh, he is not gay. He is engaged. I'm like, yeah, Mum, probably engaged in anal sex. And she's like, right, so she goes, come on, it's a great workout. Come on, you've got to come with me. It's a great workout. It's a really great workout. I went, please stop. I get it. It's a great workout. Please stop telling me. And I said, fine, I'll come. What will I wear? And she goes, I've got just the thing. And off she goes to the wardrobe, and I can hear again, like, it's a great workout. And she comes back out with this tiny black men's leotard, which I don't know why she just had that on hand. Like, what are you and Dad getting up to, right? And she goes, here, put this on. And I said, Mum, I'm barely coming to this Zumba class with you. I'm not going to wear a leotard to do it. But she's very smart. She knows how to play me. She goes, oh, well, okay, yeah. Don't wear the leotard then, but just so you know, all the other gay guys in the class wear one. Oh, fine, I'll put it on there. Fine, right? Like if another gay person's doing something, I've got to do it. That's why I've taken up Olympic diving. It's like, fine, I'll put it on. And then off me and my mum go to a Zumba class in our matching leotards. And we're on our way there, and Mum's like, come on, it's a great workout. And just before we get into the class, she stops me and she goes, look, I've got to talk to you about something. I said, okay, sure. And like worried she was going to explain where the leotard came from. And I was like, I don't need to know. And she goes, look, just let me get into the Zumba class. I don't know how to say this, so I'm just going to say it. Don't embarrass me. I said, sorry, what? And she goes, just don't embarrass me. I'm very good at Zumba. I'm probably in the top 3. I was like, what, in the class or the world? Like, what, there's no ranking system. You're not like one of the Williams sisters of Zumba. And I said, fine, Mum, I won't embarrass you. She goes, good, come on, it's a great workout. And off we go into the class. And the class itself is ridiculous because it's just full of women my mum's age in leotards. It all looked like a very old Olivia Newton-John. Well, it looked like Olivia Newton-John. And then there were some younger women, and then there were the gays, and then there was Jake, the Zumba instructor, who was very hot and very straight, which is kind of like, you know, it's kind of off-putting when you see like a straight guy in a gay guy's job, you know, like when you see like a straight flight attendant or a straight hairdresser, you're like, oh, stop it, you can't do that. And you're like, stop stealing our jobs. There's not a lot we can do. And it's like, you shouldn't be trusted with scissors. And then there was this other woman in the class named Gwen, right? And Gwen was probably in her 70s and wearing a head-to-toe leopard print onesie, and one of those women that's seen a lot of sun, that just kind of looks like a piece of leather with a mouth, and, like, you'd make a great carry-on bag. And walking around the class, smoking. Just walking around the class smoking. Well, that sort of, I think, defeats the purpose, Gwen. And she comes up to me and she goes, hello, gorgeous. You're new here. Like it was my first day at prison, and she goes, nice leotard, and gave me a little smack on the ass. I was like, oh my God. So I said to my mum, Mum, this is a bit nerve-wracking. She goes, come down the back of the class, we'll be safe down there. And I said, no, Mum, I don't think I can do this. And she goes, no, you'll be fine, you'll be totally fine, it's a great workout, I'll be by your side the whole time. I don't know if you've ever been to a Zumba class, but the second Gloria Estefan's conga comes on, people turn, right? Like, you think you know somebody. At one point, I was a regular, 25-year-old gay man in a Zumba class with his mother in matching leotards. 30 seconds later, I was Simba in the African stampede scene from The Lion King as women in leotards shimmied around me. And about 20 seconds into the song, my mum fucks off to get away from me. So now I'm on my own. And some of the shit I saw in that class still haunts me to this day, right? Like, I saw an old woman doing a bend back while another old lady limboed underneath her. I saw this old dude in the splits and his shorts were so short his balls would come out the side, so that was a tripping hazard. One woman's boob would come out of her leotards, that was swinging around like a tennis ball in a stocking. And I didn't realise, but older people piss themselves yourselves during exercise. It's factual, don't, it's factual. So there's like rivers and puddles and incontinence pads dropping everywhere like a food aid drop over a third world country. I'm trying to shimmy around, dodge all this, but I've still got Gwen on my back going, come back here, gorgeous, right? All of that for an hour set to Gloria Estefan, right? Terrifying. And when the class finished, I found my mum and I said, you get the fuck over here. I said, what happened? I said, where the fuck did you go? And she goes, oh, well, I saw you weren't very good at Zumba, so I went to dance with the other gays. What is this other gay thing, Mum? Like, I am your gay. You know, it's like football. You got to stick with your gay through thick and thin. I think that's a sports analogy. I've not tried using one before. And my mum goes, oh, you can do anything at Zumba. I'm like, that is not a saying. Thank you, Gandhi. That is not a saying. Right, so flash forward a few weeks later, I'm still in Perth at home being very depressed, and I eventually go out, force myself to leave the house and go out to a bar and have a few drinks with some friends. And at the bar, I bump into Jake, the Zumba instructor. And I was like, oh my God, my mum loves you. And we just started laughing about her, right? So flash forward a few hours later, still drinking, laughing. Flash forward a few hours later, still drinking, laughing. Flash forward a few hours after that, and Jake, the Zumba instructor, and I were Zumbering again, this time with our mouths. And flash forward a few hours after that, and Jake, the Zumba instructor, was very engaged in gay sex with a certain homosexual comedian from Perth in his childhood bed. Thank you. I thought, Jake, the Zumba instructor, thank you. I know you care, and I'll leave you on this. Look, the thing is as well, like, normally if I was at home in Perth at my parents' house and I picked up a guy, I would sneak the guy out during the night. But that next day, I timed it to perfection, right? Because I knew my mum would be in the kitchen about 9 a.m. eating her cereals, so I kept one eye on Jake and one eye on the clock, and I was like, no, stay in bed, get out! And my bedroom is next to the front door. I was like, I've just forgotten something in the kitchen. I had paraded him through the kitchen like a show pony, past my mum, who freezes mid-spoonful of cereal as the love of her life. Jake walks past her, and in front of her, I just pointed him to the door, and I was like, all right, see you later, Jake. Thanks for last night. See you later, Jake, the Zumba instructor. And he leaves, and I turn back to my mum, who is still frozen, like she cannot believe it. She cannot believe this has happened. And I just turned around to my mum and I said, Mum, you were right. Zumba is a great workout. And don't worry, I didn't embarrass you. Jake said I was awesome.